My great-grandfather, J.M. Jones, started this company in Arkansas, and then he bought timber and kind of moved his way down, and eventually in the 20s ended up in this area. And he built this site in 1935 is when he started construction, and we've been here ever since.
He bought this land from the city of Natchez, and of course it had the river to bring the logs in, and also had the railroad.
He passed it down to his sons, my grandfather, and now my father, Lee Jones, runs the company, and I'm fourth generation. I work as a forester and help Dad with the company, and then my son Lee is fifth generation. Since my great-grandfather started the company, there's been a lot of ups and downs, a lot of good times and bad times, and he went through the Great Depression.
In 1927, we had the famous flood, which messed up the business quite bad and shut him down for a long time. And then in early 1929, he had a fire. So what he did, he moved the operation here in 1939. When I was 3 months old, the sawmill caved into the Mississippi River, and my father caved in with it. They fished my father out, and but the sawmill is out there under the water somewhere. And so he rebuilt again, and we've been sawing ever since.
The most important thing to us is the NHLA grading rules, and they come down and certify our lumber inspectors, and it just lends a lot of credibility to us.
The NHLA grades are more important than they've ever been, because you've got to start at a foundation.
I went to the school in January of 2011. It was a good learning experience. I took a lot away from it. Whenever I talk to somebody, if somebody asks you, are you a graduate or not, whenever you're telling them something about lumber, some customers, then it helps to be able to say, yes, I was a graduate.
We sell a lot of lumber overseas, and when we send a container of lumber overseas, having that NHLA grade and the fact that it was inspected by NHLA trained inspectors just gives us a certain comfort level.
I wanted to go to NHLA because my grandfather did, and his grandfather did, and my stepdad did, so it just be part of the same thing, We could all kind of relate back.
It's nice to have that younger generation here. They give you different ideas, fresh ideas. We try not to, when they come to us with something new, we try not to say, well, we've always done it this way. We try to look at what they've, what they want to bring to the company, and we've made some changes, and we'll continue to make changes and upgrade and just try to stay on the cutting edge. I think that's the only way we will survive.
And I take pride in, keeping the Jones name going. It's hopefully one day my kids will be in it. That's kind of the goals that I have, that I'm shooting towards, their education, going through the same thing.